What's up, guys? I'm back with I think this will be part 3 of what if Naruto had a white karma. I'm sorry for the delay of posting this because you're gonna get part 1, but it has been about 9 days since I posted my last video. Tomorrow will be 10 by the time this is up. I am sorry for that. I just been working on something else that's not YouTube involved. Uh School work, this and that, and I just forgot to post for you guys. I'm sorry for that. I am starting school soon, so that's on me. I'm trying to get ready for that. But I'm gonna do this one, and then I promise y'all, I ain't gonna promise y'all because I don't know if I'm gonna keep it up, but I will most definitely get up another what if part 1 and 2 before I start school, because I won't be able to record much when I start school. But I definitely will make sure I give you at least one what if, not one, like 3 what ifs per week at minimum, if I can remember when I do have school. So I will give y'all that, but I'm gonna start it right now, and I will most likely have it on CPU battles because I'm probably gonna be doing something else as I do this. So yeah, where we left off, I do remember where we left off, so don't try to flame me there. I got y'all. I got you. I ain't go back to watch the clip. I ain't do that. I promise y'all I remember. But alright, so look, for one, we started off at Tsunade Retrieval Arcs, in Tsunade Retrieval Arc. So we gonna go here and say Tsunade Retrieval Arc. Naruto and Sasuke get back to the hospital, and Naruto goes to the hospital, and Sasuke does his little temper tantrum, fight me Naruto, this and that. So Naruto agrees, but he's more calm than in canon. He has the confidence that I know I can beat him, and instead of this going as it does in canon, like they do that Rasengan thing, absolutely not. Naruto would know he'd obliterate him. Naruto instead, when Sasuke goes in to fight him, he immediately turns his Sharingan off and basically like subdues Sasuke, puts him on the ground, basically like, "Are we done?" Like he basically disrespects the hell out of Sasuke. Sasuke is like, "What in the world is this? Like, this dude is on a whole different level." Which y'all, no, I ain't gonna get there. I'm gonna tell y'all there. So Naruto basically like dodges him, counters and all that, and then puts him on the floor, holds him down, and then sits him there like, "Are we done?" Like, cause he's starting to mature. Cause I'm gonna put y'all on now. He's more getting a hagoromo mindset. Hagoromo hasn't really stepped into the story, but he will step in big time soon. And Sasuke keeps fighting, and basically he somehow gets loose of Naruto's like having him pinned on the ground, and starts his Chidori and thrusts it at Naruto. And Naruto does some sort of attack, nothing big, but something that involves chakra, and hits Sasuke with it. And he doesn't use his chakra, he uses hagoromos, since it's the karmas and all that. He uses hagoromo chakra basically. No, I'm not gonna. Yeah, he uses. I ain't gonna say. I say him and Hagoromo has the same chakra or something like that later on. I'll figure it out. But he basically uses an attack that involves chakra, something simple, and his chakra comes in contact with Sasuke's, and that immediately causes a clash of chakra. Like, it's just like their chakra starts to just flux and all that. It just starts to look around, like, visually. Sakura can see it, and as Kakashi heads to them to see what's going on, he just notices their chakra going into flux. How it's flickering and all that, and their chakra is being weird, and immediately separates them, and Sasuke automatically feels some sort of power. And I'm gonna tell you now, that's because he came into Hagoromo's chakra, and he, oh my god, I gotta start this match. And him being Hagoromo's son, he starts to gain some power, like just power, not like any abilities, just physically and all that. He gets much stronger, and that's because I still want Sasuke to leave. I still want that to happen. I do want that to happen, for one. It's like, y'all may be thinking, wow, that's lame, but I just want it to happen. I don't feel like the story would go anywhere if Sasuke stays into the what if by the time we get to the beginning of Shippuden, because I don't know why I said it like that, sorry. But by the time we get there, Naruto would be, no, him and Sasuke would be OP, because Naruto could show him the way, basically. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this here. If y'all don't like it, let me know when I post this tomorrow, and I will most likely just do another what if at the same time. I mean, the same what if, but if it goes differently, just let me know. It'll be a lot more work, but I'm gonna just do it to do it. So that's how it's gonna go over one. And then when Kakashi separates them, he's like, "What are you two doing? What's going on?" And then Naruto's like, "Sasuke wanted to fight." He's just like, so I gave him the pause. He's like, that's how I went down. I gave him the pause. It is what it is. But yeah, that's how it really goes. And Sasuke, when he gets that offer from the guys and he fights them, he doesn't struggle as much. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys, just because of that physical boost that he got from coming into contact with Hagoromo's chakra. Like him coming into contact with Hagoromo's chakra basically just made him much more physically stronger. Like it's nothing to, and gave him more chakra. Basically, it just made him better, like basic stat wise, you'd like to say, like his chakra, strength, speed, all that has been increased significantly coming into this, like this part of the show. Like it's just been increased by non-canon. Let's say his chakra is crazy for his age and his power. It's crazy. Like it's, let's say, I'm gonna put it like this: Naruto has a significant amount of chakra in this story, I mean in the show, and it's still crazy even for how bad of a fighter Naruto was. Sasuke has Naruto type chakra just off of that, coming into contact with the chakra. But Naruto doesn't have, he has hagoromo type chakra, if y'all get what I'm saying. He has Otsutsuki type chakra levels. But keep it a buck with you, Naruto is broken already, but he just doesn't know how to use the power. He's that type of character. He doesn't know how to use his power. And then so they're both stronger than they were in canon. I would say they're stronger than the beginning of Shippuden selves. Keep it a buck with you. Just how broken these characters are, and y'all understand why soon. So Naruto immediately, I mean, I said Naruto. Sasuke, after folding them, he accepts, because he's now seeing how weak he is. But to compare to Naruto, he knows even this little boost that I've got of strength from whatever that was isn't enough to beat Itachi. Nor by the way, when I say Shippuden, I don't mean end of Shippuden or like Sage Mode type. I'm saying beginning of Shippuden. So Sasuke is like, I'm not stronger than Naruto. I'm not stronger than my brother. I have to get stronger. I have to win type of mentality. Which, hey, now it's really understandable. He gets folded like badly, and the only way he's gotten stronger is from the person who folded him. And it wasn't by training. He basically got that dude's chakra. So that's a sad way to go. So he's like, I need to get stronger. And Naruto isn't tripping. But Sasuke also has the mindset, I need to I don't know, he wants to know more about Naruto Sharingan. He wants to know, like, how does Naruto have it? Yeah, I didn't do that. I'm not 100% sure I didn't tell Sasuke earlier. So he's like, I gotta figure that out. Why does Naruto have a Sharingan, and did he steal it or something like that? But he's like, then he also starts to think, how would Naruto be able to steal a Sharingan when he was the weakest ninja ever? Then I'm gonna say he starts coming up with some radical ideas. Maybe Naruto isn't as weak as he looks. Pretty point blank, because look, he folded me. His chakra has made me stronger. I can feel the chakra in me growing. Like I said, it is growing. Sasuke is still getting stronger just from coming into contact with Naruto's chakra. So when he basically hears that, and I said here, he basically knows that, and he just wonders what's up with Naruto. He doesn't take action, because what is he supposed to do? Please explain to me, what is he supposed to do? Like, get folded again? Just get a little stronger? But yeah, so he goes off with them, and then when they go off to the thing, and they recruit the battle to go back, immediately Tsunade does know about Naruto and all that, but she still sends the whole team on there. When they get to the first fight, Naruto says, let me handle it. He says, let me handle it. They all like, when they're in the little, I don't know, I'll say what, stone dome or whatever, Naruto says, let me handle it. Y'all understand what I'm saying? He's like, I got this, bro. And he basically enters the zone. Naruto is a different type of focused. He immediately like starts building up a Rasengan, and he tells them to get behind me. You might want to get behind me, like you don't want to be in front of me when this happens. I said Rasengan. No, he starts to build up a what? Hold up. Let me see. What was it? Let me search this up. Naruto immediately begins to build up a new, what's it called? I said new. Makes a sort of lightning jutsu. Let me search this up too. Sorry, I was doing something. So Naruto basically comes up with a lightning juice, and I'm naming it the bite of the dragon, lightning's bite, or something like that. The sting of the something. Y'all know what I'm saying? Something like that. Something with the bite of the lightning. I don't know. He comes up with some crazy lightning jutsu because that's when I searched up what was Earth released weak to, and it was weak to lightning. So he comes up with that because Hagoromo is in his head telling him what to do because he knows Sasuke is his son reincarnation. He's trying to break the little thing that's going on. And basically Naruto's like, alright, bet. So he starts coming up with a lightning jutsu, and immediately when he does, it just makes the thing fall. And the big dude, this dude right here, this bum of a character, is like, what in the world? I've never been done like this. And Naruto, I said Sasuke, I was going to say Sasuke. Naruto comes through and hits him with a fat Rasengan, immediately tearing him to pieces. I said tearing him to pieces, but basically, I'm going to just say it gets rid of him almost. It almost kills him. And he's utterly lost. Like, what is this? What is this monstrosity you done hit me with? He's slumped, and the team doesn't even have to do anything. They're utterly confused. Like, I'm not tweaking, but wasn't this kid weak? I knew he got a little stronger. Like, he was a good amount stronger, actually. He was strong, but, like, when did he get this strong? Like, yeah, they over there confused. But then Naruto's chakra starts to flux. Like I said, it's starting to flux because the encounter with Sasuke. He's also gaining something from this. It's nothing crazy, but his karma actually starts to become a karma. And Hagoromo, just because his karma is starting to change due to the fact that coming into contact with his son's chakra changes his karma a little bit. And it makes it start to where the rules of his karma start to change. Now Hagoromo immediately, not doing purposely, takes control for a second. And Hagoromo's just confused. Naruto's confused. Like, he doesn't know what's going on. Hagoromo takes control, and he's basically like, he says, kids, stay back. He basically tells the kids to stay back. And they're like, you just called me a kid? We're the same age. And Hagoromo takes off. Knowing everything he can do, he takes off. And he, with what Hagoromo could do, I'm saying he's folding. He gets through and starts folding most of the characters before Naruto takes control again. And this is, I'm gonna say, this is just is basically weakening the seal on the karma. I say weakening the seal, weakening the rules. Is bending the rules of the karma just because he came into contact with Sasuke's chakra. Like I said, Sasuke's, but Indra's chakra is basically messing up the karma. That's messing up the karma basically. And y'all, and basically with him coming into his chakra is basically I'm saying basically so much. What he's doing is the karma is losing its ability as karma. Hagoromo, I said karma. Hagoromo's karma. It's turning into a regular karma. That's what it seems like. Hagoromo is starting to take control and all that. Oh, sorry. Where my boy Lee's at? Yeah, there we go. But yeah, he's starting to take control of his body because that's what he's doing. It's starting to turn back into a regular karma. And everybody else is confused at this, but well, I say everybody else is. Naruto and Naruto and Hagoromo are confused, but they're like, forget it, we'll figure it out later. But these dudes haven't finished it, whatever. But yeah, he's like, we'll figure it out later, and that's basically their mindset. So Naruto and Hagoromo basically leave the group behind. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. They leave the group behind. They take off. And the group's confused. They're like, Naruto, wait, we're a team. Naruto looks back and says, I'll handle it. Basically. And he starts to fight off the guys, and him not knowing the control of his power or strength that he's gaining, he starts to fight what's it called? When he gets through the other guys, he's getting through them quick. It's basically like they keep sending off the other guys as meat shields. And then as he's fighting like all three of them at the same time, I said three of them. It's four of them if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure how many of them it is. I'm gonna say he's fighting off two of them, but it's a little difficult because he keeps like basically overshooting himself with his speed, and when he punches like a rock or something, his fist will get stuck into it. Basically, like y'all know at Shippuden when he unlocked KCM for the first time, he how he basically couldn't control his strength and he'd overpunch it. But it's like this is on another level, not on another level of KCM. It's like he can't control it at all. It's like he doesn't know what he's doing at the moment, and it's throwing him off. And Hagoromo's in the back telling Naruto he has to focus because Naruto's head is in like 500 different places. Like, what's going on? Because he's utterly confused. Because what's it called? Well, he understands why Sasuke is leaving, but he's like he has me. Me and Sasuke were friends, even though like he knows that he's stronger than Sasuke. He doesn't understand that Sasuke is doing this to take revenge on his brother and all that. So Naruto's basically fighting everyone. The team starts to catch up, and they're noticing the bodies aren't alive. Because I'm keeping a buck with you. Naruto's killing these guys, and he's not doing it on purpose either. He lands a punch, he's killing these guys. And they're confused. They're like, whoa, when did Naruto become a cold-blooded killer? And Naruto's basically pummeling through these guys. Yes, I mean it. He's basically, and they see Naruto, when they see him fighting, they realize Naruto's getting in a bad situation. He's wearing himself out just by trying to attack, and it's not the fact. It's like, I'm basically explaining it like this. The guys he's fighting, they have to run from Naruto, kind of. That's the situation. How many of them is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 of them. Okay. But they basically have to run from Naruto, and and it's basically getting bad because Naruto's just messing himself up trying to attack these guys. He's burning out all of his chakra. And the team basically does their little plan. Instead of them needing all to split up, they basically jump them. They're saying, ain't no ones around here like last time. We gonna jump y'all. They jump them. Keep it a buck with you. They jumped them. Yeah. Yeah. They ain't stand a chance. Yeah. And then, basically Naruto catches up to Sasuke. No, woo. Let's skip it. Naruto fights the Bone Guy. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. Right now, the Bone Guy is such a counter to Naruto. The way he fights, he's able to like, I said fight. The bone thing is just counters Naruto, cause if Naruto overshoots himself, bro can stick a bone out his back and stab Naruto. Basically, he's screwing Naruto up, and not like, oh my god, I'm winning, I'm so much skilled. It's more like, I am completely lucky this kid can't control himself. And that's when this happened. Our boy Lee and Gara pull up. They pull up, yeah. They said no for ones up in this time. Yeah. But they pull up and they basically jump the life out of him. Lee and Gara. Already him being tired from the fight with Naruto. Because like I said, he's not winning off of pure skill. He's winning off of luck at the fact that he's that Naruto can't control his strength at the moment. And when Naruto gets to the fight with Sasuke, it's even worse. Because Sasuke, from what I can tell in the story, Sasuke gets better control of his power quicker than Naruto ever has. That's my opinion. Just from seeing it, Sasuke in a couple minutes could control that, what's it called? I'm not tired. Just yawning. Sasuke can control his, curse mark state much better than Naruto with how quickly they started. I mean, I said with how quickly at the beginning. And so when he fight, I'm gonna change. This fight's going not even gonna be close to canon, guys. Keep it a buck with you. Uh, Naruto. I said Naruto. Sasuke basically immediately goes into KCM. I mean, I said K. Oh my god, what is up with me and saying random stuff? Uh, what was it? Yeah, I'm gonna put it on computer. Nah, no, not computer. I'm gonna put it on 1v1s. Yeah. Basically, I'm gonna give it like the first round. I'm gonna say about the first round. Yeah, that's the first round. Like when they immediately start fighting, Sasuke immediately doesn't underestimate Naruto. Cause now I'm gonna put it like this: Naruto's starting to calm down and learning a little bit more control, but he's not completely in control of himself. So while he's fighting with Naruto, he's more of really he's only playing the counter attack. He's not attacking as much as he did. And then he turns on his Sharingan. He's able to like kind of see Naruto's move, but he's too slow to counter them when uh when Naruto does attack. He really can't like y'all get what I'm saying. He's too slow. Naruto's speed is just outrageous. And then with the situation, his hate gathering up, Sasuke starts to use, like I said, he starts to that little bit amount of hagoromo chakra he sucked up earlier starts to kick in, and it gets good. When I tell you it gets good, this fight is the meaning of even. Like Naruto starting to be able to gain his control his powers. Sasuke is able to get the fair plot of having hagoromo's chakra too. So now these two are running the fade, and it's like they're just beating the living mess out of each other. And I tell you this, it's brutal. Like every hit they land is like anybody else, any other kid like of the 12 would get folded. They die. And Sasuke is going straight for the kill. Naruto's like hitting vital points, like trying to break his bones and all that, trying to keep him alive. Sasuke is basically on the level like, bro, I'm about to kill you. He's on the final valley, like end of the war arc type mode against Naruto, cause he's ready to kill Naruto. He's ready to take Naruto out. He knows Naruto's about to be a challenge the whole time. And no, let me check this real quick. Sasuke starts to I said Sasuke. Naruto starts to grow like as the fight goes on, he starts to get paler and paler and paler. If you get where I'm going at, because now he's like tired of this. He's like, this is a child. This is child's play. I'm back. I thought I paused it. He's like, this is child's play, and Sasuke starts to gauge the fact Naruto hasn't even turned on his Sharingan. Yeah. He starts to gauge the fact Naruto hasn't turned on his Sharingan like I have. And then he realizes that if Naruto actually goes all out and uses everything he has in his arsenal, I'd lose. So Sasuke stops like trying to like, what would I say? He stops trying to not hold back, but like prolong the fight. Cause I'm gonna keep it a buck. He's going. He doesn't want to kill Naruto, but he's going for it because the curse mark is also messing him up in the head and all that. And he feels as if Naruto's his last connection to who he was in his past and all that, whatever. So I said so sweet. Naruto gets tired of it. He turns on his Sharingan, and it immediately goes from, I think he was at 2 Tamori and one eye, and yeah. But I'm gonna just keep it a buck. They're both matched. They're both at 2 Tamori and 1 eye. I don't care if earlier the story said Naruto's at 3 Tamori or something. 2 Tamori and 1 eye. Keep it a buck. Don't care. Argue with me if you want to. I'd fight you. Yep. That's where we're at now. They both have 2 Tamori and 1 eye, and Naruto is at the point he can see Sasuke's moves and he can dodge them, and like all that. And him getting tired of this fight, he they're doing the little clash at the end, because he pulls out his Rasengan and is about to hit, and he also is getting the tailed cloak, and I'm gonna keep him at where he was in the story. He's not gonna go to like 5 tails or nothing like that. His body, he hasn't really been training his body. He's just got it. Yeah, I say he hasn't been training his body. I will say he goes to 2 tails, not 3. None of that, because I feel like that'd be too broken. Because of his body is already drained. Like I said, that's why, like, because I didn't want to just say Naruto loses to lose. That's why I've been doing everything I can to give Sasuke more power, like temporary power in the story. That's not just plot, like something that kind of makes sense. Naruto's drained already, and he's already drained and all that. That's basically what I'm trying to do. And when they do their humongous clash, it's more of not him beating Naruto. It's Naruto is tired. He's just like, from everything what he's done, he's tired. He's fought these guys. His karma seal is getting weaker. It's more or less him. He's fighting now. Hagoromo's not fighting. It's just like natural. If you get what I'm saying, it's just happening. He's fighting with control. With Hagoromo is mentally, and Kurama's chakra is taking over. Not Kurama purposely, it's just Kurama's hate in general is taking over and all that. So he loses due to himself. It's not Sasuke caught the dub. Naruto just gave himself an L basically in this situation. And Sasuke knows it. So he basically limps away. Like, he just, give me a buck, you Sasuke, that dude's half dead. So when he gets back to the place, they immediately like start healing him up and all that. And when they take back Naruto back to the village, they ask him what happened there. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck, everything is a mess. Like, walls caved in. They're like, Kakashi first asks him, I know you're gaining power, but from what you told me is you gotta get to the level of where he is at. You have to gain that power. And Naruto's like, the seal on Hagoromo is weaker. It's more of Hagoromo's power is Hagoromo's taking over my body. It's like, wait, Hagoromo is taking over your body. He's like, not purposely though. Basically, he's like, not purposely though. Yeah. So what was it? What was I about to say? So what was I about to say? What is all this? But yeah, I'm gonna go with it. I think I'm gonna do that. Naruto basically tells them that, I don't know, Jiraiya fixes it. Jiraiya figured it out. Yep, that's it. Jiraiya figured it out. W Jiraiya. I love my man Jiraiya. I had to give him something in this story. Yeah. So basically, Jiraiya fixed the seal. It's still weak. Like, I mean, it's so all the power that Naruto gained over this time basically reverts back to where he was. He basically reversed time, because that's Jiraiya. Deal with it. Yeah, I said it. My boy Jiraiya's like that, and do you got a problem with it? That's what I thought. Exactly. You don't want this smoke. But yeah, Jiraiya basically like that. So they do that. Yeah, whatever I just said they did. Oh, wait. Jiraiya basically learns his little thing. I mean, Jiraiya faces the seal. 3-year time skip. And y'all gonna notice this a lot about my what ifs. We don't just skip the time skips, guys. I'll tell you what happens in them. I'm not gonna go into depth, but I'm gonna tell you where their power level at. The level of their power at, gauge their power, and how they did it. So first, I'm gonna start with Sasuke, just because I felt like it. Sasuke overtrained. Like, he took his training to another level of serious when he realized what happened during that battle. He basically told Orochimaru, there's something up with Naruto, and Orochi, he's like, we have to train harder than you planned. And Orochimaru's like, what? How do you know how hard I planned? He's like, because Naruto, he says Naruto, at the rate, he basically explains to Orochimaru, at the rate that Naruto's getting stronger, he'll be stronger than you soon. And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, he has a Sharingan. He's like, bro has a Sharingan, man. He just tells him the truth. He has a Sharingan. The kid's different. He's different. And Orochimaru basically understands the fact that he kind of gets that what he basically. I'm gonna just tell him basically. What does "would" mean that word? Okay, so he basically tells Orochimaru that Naruto is at the rate Naruto's getting stronger at, and how his power is, he'll be stronger than you soon. Orochimaru gets it and is like, okay, let's get to it. And he overtrains. He's at the point where he's so strong, is dang near like he's already at the Kakashi fight. I said Kakashi, the what fight? The Itachi fight. That strong. He's not stronger than Itachi, but he's really strong. Jutsus he pulls out the book. I'm gonna give him a couple new jutsus. He learns like almost every basic release. Yeah. And he just to make it a little interesting. Like I said, I give him maybe basic release. Let me search up some. Let me search up something. Let me pull something up real quick. I want to make the story interesting. What am I gonna give him? Nah, I think. Ooh. I think I'm gonna give. What's something? Let me see. I think, cause I know I'm doing a lot. Let me. What does this make? Blaze release. I think that'd be good. So yeah, we're gonna give. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna give him. Blaze release. He's like I said, he overtrained. Like he realizes he has to get much stronger. Because at the point no, not Blaze release. I got my releases mixed up. I'm sorry. I think it's Scorch release, the one I'm thinking about. Yeah, Scorch release. It's basically wind and fire release combined, which we all know that that's already Naruto and Sasuke's combination together. That's their combination together. He basically has it on his own. Which y'all think that's OP, but wait until I get to Naruto. He basically has Scorch releases. He has a couple jutsus with it, which I'm telling y'all, Sasuke is strong. He's not. I don't know. Yeah, y'all see what I'm gonna do. But yeah, Sasuke is kind of broken already in the story. He has Scorch release, but he doesn't really have many jutsus to incorporate it with. He doesn't really know how to work it, but he basically has it. He basically made himself Scorch release and got himself Scorch release by training hard enough. He basically tried to make himself a KK Genkai. He's like, hey, I gotta give me something new to. So when I fight my brother, and when I fight Naruto, because he is gonna still have Kirin, but I don't think he doesn't think Kirin's gonna be enough, because he thinks that Itachi is much stronger than Naruto, and he sees how strong Naruto is, so he thinks he has to get stronger in all type of categories. So he's like, yeah, I gotta get much stronger. And I think that's good. Giving him Scorch release just now. Like I said, he doesn't know how to use it like crazy, but it's still a nice jutsu to give him all right now. Something nice. Ooh, bro got slumped. But yeah. So I'm gonna give him Scorch release, and then what other stuff? What else I say? That's basically it. I'm gonna just say his Scorch release makes him much stronger. His Tai Jutsu's much better. He uses more Genjutsu. His IQ is immaculate, like always. That's one thing I love about Sasuke. I don't like Sasuke a lot, but that's one thing I do love about him. His IQ is immaculate. I give him that. His skill with the sword is better. He's basically just better overall, but he also has Scorch release. I'm gonna put him at the level when he fought Itachi. So that's good, really strong, but not too OP. So that's basically how he trained overall, and I'm giving him Snake Stage mode. Fight me. I don't know why he didn't get it, but yeah, that's why I'm about to fight with him because I decided to give Sasuke Snake Stage. I had this in my head the whole time, but I just like it. I really like it. I feel like that kind of even out the playing field with Naruto and Sasuke throughout the story. For now, like I said, for now, I think that even now for now, Snake Sage will basically be his up the sleeve, which I'm gonna keep it a bug with you. He basically cannot use it for long. Eh. Uh. Now that's really all I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna say like the first, I think it's a 3-year time skip, or was it 4? How long is the time skip? So it's 2.5 years. Okay, so wait, I think it's 3. First year, I'm gonna say first year, basically. First year, he basically got Blaze released. I think it was. Or was it? It's Scorch. What do I keep saying Blaze? What is wrong with me, bro? Sorry. Yeah, he basically got Scorch release and all the basic releases like fire, wind, water, lightning, earth, all that. I'm gonna say he's most incompetent with like water, wind. Not say wind. He's best. I'm gonna start best with fire, wind, and lightning. The one he mostly uses is of course lightning and fire, but he's also really good with wind. Like the basic jutsus and combining it to make Scorch release. Not saying he has Rasen Shuriken, none of that. He's just good with it in general. But yeah, he has that. Plus, well, I ain't giving him nothing else. Plus the Sage mode and all that, which basically enhances all his basic fighting skills. Now, Naruto, oh my god. Naruto, let's get to Naruto. Y'all gonna love this. Not giving him Sage mode like Sasuke, because he doesn't need it. Which I'm keeping it a buck with you. He does get Sage 6 pass mode early. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you guys. He has his own Sage 6 pass mode. Basically, it's kind of different, but he also will have this form. But he's basically gonna have 2 different Sage 6 pass modes. I'm keeping it a buck with you. Yeah. Naruto gonna be crazy. He doesn't get it now because that'd be even more broken than giving him regular Sage mode. Not giving him KCM1. I was thinking about it, but I don't think even giving Sasuke all that. Just like if I just gave Naruto KCM1 plain out, that's it this whole time skip. Which would make sense. He didn't have the help from Killer Bee, Yamato, none of that. He just trained it with him and Jiraiya. That's all he did. That makes sense. But I still just think that physical prowess KCM1 gives Naruto is just too broken. If y'all get what I'm saying. I just think that thing is too broken. And y'all can agree with me. KZ1 was just broken in general, so I don't think it's I don't think it's crazy to say that. So next I'm gonna give him is next. I'm not. I said I ain't even give him his first name. Oh, I'm gonna just say he basically gains control of most of the Kurama chakra. The form where he was fighting Orochimaru, he's already there. Like he can control that. And what else? Sharingan, he has that to 3 Tomoe, just like Sasuke. He's there. And what else is it? He's 3 Tomoe, just like Sasuke. Chakra, like strength, raw strength and speed. I'm telling you, that's crazy. Just because of the boost of chakra and all that Naruto has, it's crazy. I don't understand. It's crazy. Uh, he has all those Rasengans. He's working on the Rasen Shuriken. It's not his main priority, but he's working on it. He got it in the back of his head. Jiraiya told him about it and all that. He's basically working on it. He doesn't know how to do it. Like, he doesn't basically understand it. Because Jiraiya basically just told him about it. He ain't tell him, like, hey, this is how you do it. This is how it works. Because Jiraiya doesn't know how it works either, but he doesn't tell him, like, the basics on how to try it. He just told him about it. So, yeah. He basically sold the bag right there, Jiraiya. You can do better. I'm kidding. But, yeah. So Naruto, he just got in the back of his head. How could I do this? Like that's what I mean by working on it. Not uh, he knows about Sage Mode. He doesn't think he needs it. He knows about that stuff. Naruto has hagoromo. Jiraiya ain't tell him, but he just knows about it because his boy hagoromo. And what else am I gonna give him? Because there's not really much I can give Naruto at this moment unless I make him broken. That's what I want to give him. Because I want to involve more KK Genkais into my what ifs. I don't like the fact that we only saw them with side characters and Naruto and Sasuke had barely any. So I'm gonna give them my own. So yeah, Naruto, he's gonna have all control over the basic releases, just like what's it called? Just like Naruto. I said just like Naruto, just like Sasuke. His Sharingan and all that. His Sharingan prowess is much better than Sasuke. Just even though they're on the same level, it's just better because he has Hagoromo training him, and not someone like Orochimaru who thinks he knows everything. He has Hagoromo himself, first person to have the Sharingan training him. So yeah, I do think that he's better with it than Sasuke. He knows how to actually use it. Well, Sasuke knows how to actually use it. It's just he uses it better. And so let me think about it. I don't know. Let me see what Yin and Yang release gets you. Cause I was thinking about giving him that, but I think that's broken. I don't know how. I know it's strong, but I don't know how strong it really is. Like, uh, okay. So from what I'm reading, I'm not sure if this is true. Yang release basically is what Naruto did. Healing basically, and Yin release is Yin release is basically Sasuke's thing with that broken basically enhances your genjutsu. So I'm not gonna give him that because it's basically useless to Naruto. I will say he knows about it. Like I said, Naruto's gonna know about a lot of stuff. His IQ is much better. Like his IQ, not battle IQ. It's IQ. I'm giving him Wood Release. I think that's it. Wood, and I think Storm. Boom, that's the one I was thinking about. Storm Release. That's what I'm giving Naruto. It's gonna increase his speed, and that's why exactly. Uh, Jesus. Hold up, let me. What was I thinking about? Yeah, Storm Release. That's what I'm giving him. And I'm talking about like the fan made Storm Release everybody talks about, not the one that the Cloud Village uses. I'm talking about the one that like people say like the what's it called? The Storm Release where he gets he like it basically makes you physically faster, stronger, and all that. I said stronger, I mean faster. If you don't know about it, I'm basically going to explain. It basically makes you faster. I think it's wind, lightning. Yeah, I think it's just wind and lightning, and water, because it's Storm Release. You have all three of those together. No, that's a KK Toda. What am I talking about? It's a KK Genkai. It's wind. It's light. Like I said, it's lightning and wind. Yes, it's lightning and wind. It makes you faster and all that. And that's really it. And it basically gives you supreme control almost over lightning and wind. That's what I heard from the fan made one. Not 100% sure if there's other ways of it, but that's what I heard. It basically gives you supreme control over wind and lightning, and by supreme I mean it's basically like Avatar type stuff, type control over them, and it basically makes you faster. So I'm giving him that because that in general fan made is broken. Plus, I'm also giving him Word Release, which I'm gonna say he barely works on it. He's told no one, like he worked on it himself, and it's basically his little thing that he can do, but he doesn't use. I say he can do, but he uses. And actually, I'm gonna give him that. His Word Release is very weak, like I mean very weak, and I'm also gonna give him. What are some good? I don't think I ain't gonna give him three because, like I said, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Throughout the story, they are gonna get mad. KK Genkai's. I'm gonna keep it. That's I am gonna tell the truth. I think I'm gonna just give him that because I feel like that's just Naruto's character. Some nice wind and storm. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it there. And yeah, if anyone's wondering, will Naruto get the Rinnegan? Yes, he will, but not now. He will get it. I'm just letting you guys know because people are probably wondering if he would have gave it to him. He probably would have given it to him by now. He would have given it to him time skip. Like I said, I want to keep him and Sasuke more even for now. For now, like I'm keep it even. It may flux throughout the story, like Sasuke gets stronger. I don't know where I'm going with this really, but yeah, I'm sorry I haven't did a fight in a minute. But yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna do with it. What do I do with this team? That's basically where I'm going with it, and I think I think that's good, guys. Yeah, I really think that's good. Where I'm at, giving Naruto 2 releases Wood and Storm, and I gave Sasuke Scorch, but I also gave him Sage Mode, just like it up his sleeve, and I gave him Stronger Jutsus. With Naruto's Storm release, like I said, it basically makes him faster, and he can conjure up a storm. He can just conjure up a storm. Naruto, y'all understand what I mean? He can conjure up a storm in a second. I'm gonna just basically show it to you. And with his root release, he can't do anything with it that's really helpful, really, right now. But basically, we're gonna hop right. I know I've taken a lot of time with this. I'm sorry. We're gonna hop right into it. Where are we at? Naruto gets back to the village, and he basically hops up on the thing. His fit's basically the same. Just keep it a buck with you. What else does he? What do I want to change about his fit? If I'm gonna change anything. Yeah, nah. Forget it. I'm doing what I want to do. He gets him a Otosuki robe. Yup. Our boy told him about it. Our boy told him about how Romo basically told him, hey, you gotta throw in this robe if you really want to be like me. It's a part of the culture, bro. It's the culture. You gotta throw it on. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I ain't gonna say, I'm gonna just say he basically changes the color pattern of his fit to white and black. And then, yeah, just make it a little bit decent. The little tamois, I don't know what y'all want to call them, but the things that they be having on the Sage Six Pack fit, instead of it being what's it called, he gonna have orange on them. Like his is orange. So yeah, he gonna have a little bit of orange on it and all that, just to do it. But he has his off-brand version of Otsutsuki fit. He went to Goodwill and got the off-brand version. Yeah, he was a little broke at the time because Dry spent his money on y'all know what. I really don't. Y'all, we know what. We know what. All right, we know what Jiraiya did with that money. So he had to get him the off-brand version. So they get back to the village. Naruto hops up on the pole like, yes, sir, I'm back. It's me. Y'all know who it is. He gets booed by the crowd. Then he starts spitting his bars. I'm kidding. But Sakura pulls up like, yo, is that Naruto? He should have pimp slapped her right there. Like, who do you think it is? They basically run the little Fade-ski doodles. I said Fade-ski doodles. I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm speaking these random words. This is not me. But he goes to the village and Sasuke. Sakura sees him. He's like, "Is that Naruto? What's with the color palette, man? What are you wearing? This is not. What did you do?" I'm kidding. But she's like, "Is that Naruto?" She's like, "You seem very different. You've gotten taller." And I mean taller. He got taller, and he's buff. Naruto's buff. Like, and I mean buff. Like, not he's in the show, he's just like lean. Naruto himself is buff. And basically they I don't know why I'm going so slow with this. I am sorry. So Naruto and they do the Kakashi thing. They go to the thing. So now they're surprised to see the progress they've made, like just in Naruto's physical form, because it's obvious he's gotten, like, just his physical form has gotten stronger. So they're surprised by that. So they're wondering what did they do other than train, because it must have they must have that's all they must have done. There's no way he got stronger in jutsus wise, and yeah, and all that. So all group when they're fighting, I'm gonna just skip to the fight. This is boring. When they get to the little fight, Naruto immediately, he doesn't do nothing basic. He pulls out a shadow clone, and that shadow clone starts to do hand signs. And Kakashi whips out his Sharingan because he already can gauge Naruto's power just by his size, his strength, and the fact Naruto's doing a jutsu other than the shadow clone jutsu and Rasengan. He can tell there's something. This ain't normal. Naruto starts doing his hand signs. And Kakashi tries to get in Naruto's head by turning on his Sharingan. And you know what Naruto does to that? He's like, I bet. He turns his on. Which Sakura, I'm saying Tsunade is watching. All of them is confused because he didn't train his Sharingan with Jiraiya, by the way. When they all see that level 3, I said level 3, that 3 Tomoe, Naruto's like, it's up, man. We getting lit. Spin back again. You don't got it like this. I got 2. What do you got? I got 2. Talk to me nice is basically what he told him. That's what he told him. That's the word. That's what he told Kakashi. And they basically both got it on, and it's basically a clash because he know they're basically doing the same jutsu. I'm gonna get back with you. They both spit that fire jutsu out. Naruto outclasses Kakashi just by chakra level, and it folds Kakashi's. And Kakashi is like, what? And your right mind made you think it would have been okay to use that on me. What made you think that's okay? And buck with you. That's it. I'm kidding. That's it. That's how the fight ended. No, so pointed out and said it's over. I hit you with a fire jutsu. Basically, no. It was a clone who did it. I'm giving the buck with you was a clone. And now it's like, of course, it's a clone. And he basically, everyone's still confused because they didn't. I'm not sure if I told him. I'm gonna say they told Tsunade about the karma thing, but they didn't tell him that he had a Sharingan. I just wanted it to be interesting. And she's utterly flabbergasted. Sakura is like, "Hey yo, what did you do? How do you have my precious Sasuke's eyes? Did you take them from him?" And Naruto is just like, "Stay out of the way. I got this." Sakura's like, "No, I've actually caught up to you two." And Naruto gives her the side eye. I'm kidding. Naruto's like, "Okay, let's see your power." All she did is get stronger in strength. And I think I said it earlier. She also works in Genjutsu. So in these 2 years, Sakura did get decently strong. She's that strength wise and all that, but she also has the what's it called? The ability to what was it? What in the world are you throwing at me, boy? But she can put people in genjutsus. And come here. Yeah, I look like I'm dying. Uh Kakashi's like, he realizes he can't hold back on Naruto because it's obviously Naruto. I don't know. Yeah, Naruto has a fire style. He realizes Naruto knows about chakra natures, and it's kind of obvious like that's not all Naruto's got. Because it's like he brushed the fact off that was a shadow clone that did that big of a jutsu off with ease. He brushed it off like, okay, whatever. He brushed it off like, no worries. Huh? Alright. So he knows he has to go all out. But Naruto still is at the that's Naruto still. He turns on his Sharingan and all that. And now is really just a taijutsu fight for now. Until Kakashi like straight up instead of just like doing that, he pulls out a Chidori. Like he wants to actually gauge, is Naruto stronger or is he just putting up a facade? Like he's just making it look like he's not worried. And Naruto's response to the Chidori is what should I do? Hold up. Let me pull it up. Sorry, I don't know much about the releases. Yep, this is a for all you Naruto fans. So Naruto pulls out a wind release because it's weak, and he pulls out like the earth bullet jutsu basically. That one thing Danzo pulled out where he spits the bullets, and they're immediately crushing our boy. Me and crushing. They're so powerful when they hit the ground. It's like they obliterate them. And Kakashi knows, hey, let's not get hit by one of those. And he starts to kind of like just dodge them. Kinda. I don't know why I say kinda. He just basically dodges them. And also realizes just going there won't be enough. Oh my god, I don't know why I just took that big old breath. He realizes going there isn't enough. I gotta step up my game. So Naruto pulls out a storm release because he realizes that I say realizes. I mean, he notices that Kakashi still has the speed advantage because I'm keeping it above. Kakashi is fast as hell as we know it. He's basically just speed advantage, not by a lot, but it's still something that Naruto feels like he could catch up to. So he pulls out the storm release, and a storm starts to pull up. Like they're like, hey, it's not supposed to be raining right now, bro. Go raid. Like come back another day. I don't know why I just did that. I couldn't remember the whole song, so yeah. So they're confused, but also I'm gonna say it, yeah, lightning is around Naruto's body in this. It's like little sparks of it. It's not like completely surrounding him like a aura of lightning, but it's like there flickers on him and all that, and it's like lightning is in his eyes and all that. It's like there's looks like there's lightning in his eyes. Everyone's confused except for Jiraiya because Jiraiya knows about Naruto's storm release ability. Because I'm gonna just say Minato had it, Jiraiya taught it to